So, good evening everyone. I am Rakhi Yadav, your PMRF teaching assistant for Pericyclic Reactions and Organic Photochemistry course, which is conducted by NPTEL and whose course instructor is Professor S. Sankar Raman from IIT Madras. In last week, we have covered questions based on sigma-tropic rearrangement. Today also we are going to cover problems based on sigma-tropic rearrangements, but that they will include some higher order sigma-tropic rearrangement and some kilotropic reactions also. So, for today's problem session, this is your first problem. The rearrangement product of the following reaction is heating condition is given. So you have to tell me what is the product. Just take a pause and try this question. See, first of all, this is your one, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whenever you get system like uh, there is a single bond between both the carbon numbered 1 and like this two conjugated systems are separated by a single bond. So basically that is your best substrate for 3,3 sigma tropic reaction. Now if you check all these 1 2 3 atoms, they all are carbon, so it will be collision or co. When all the atoms you numbered are carbon, that is known as your cope rearrangement. And when one of the atom is your oxygen, mainly that these two carbons, if carbon number 1 and carbon number 1 dash, these are carbon, that is cope rearrangement. If one is your carbon, other is your oxygen, that is your Claisen rearrangement. Here oxygen is at this side, so it will not be a Claisen rearrangement, it will be your cope rearrangement. Okay. Now next thing you have to do is bond movement. So just there, this will go here and this will go here, right? Now just draw this structure in same way. Now we know this one bond has been broken, right? So just draw it this way, right? And one more bond has been formed, this one. At last, these are connected. Yes or no? Now only thing remaining is to convert this to your options given. Correct? I hope I am clear to everyone. Yes or no, students? Now you have to see how many membered ring is there. So if you look at this, one, two, three, four, five. So one thing is clear that there is five membered ring having oxygen in it. So just draw it. Clear? Now do numbering whatever like this: five, four, three, two, one. Now check the attachment. See at carbon number one CH2 is there, then double bond, and at carbon number 4 nothing is there but one double bond is between carbon number 3 and 4. Now carbon number 1 is connected to like this. So Directly we got this product. So which option is this? Option number A. Yes or no? So first task is identify the system, whether it is viable for 1 3, 1 5, or 2 3, or your 3 3. It can't be 2 3 because no heteroatom is there, right? Which can form a light or like that species. This is more prone for 3 3 sigma tropic rearrangement. In that, we should know that what is whether it is cope or it is collision. Okay. After that, just do numbering and do the attachments. And at last, you have to give numbers for making things easy. I have kept its answer also. You can see. So what they have done is uh, they have just numbered it, right? This bond is going there, so you can imagine this bond is directly connected to that. And after that, nothing but just they have numbered this. You can imagine this five membered ring, right? Envelope form. And at back side, these carbons are connected. Yes or no? Good. Question number two is the following diene racemizes with a half life of 24 hours at 50 degrees Celsius. Explain. See, heating condition is there. It is saying the following diene racemizes. Racemizes means racemic means what is? Racemic means two enantiomers are forming in equal quantity, right? 50 ratio 50. That is basically your racemization. Now, what is happening that in this reaction is that we know pericyclic reactions are reversible. Yes or no? Before that, let's see. This is your one, two, three, one, two, three. Correct? Okay. Now, if I draw this system, right? Let me draw it in chair form. We can draw another chair also. Why? One thing is clear from here that it is sigmatropic rearrangement. And we know that stereochemistry of collision or whatever your cope rearrangement is decided by drawing both the dienes in your chair form, right? Sorry for this. Okay. So basically, this is your double bond here, and one of your double bond is here. Forget about this part for now, though, at least. Yes or no? So now remaining thing is one, two, three, one, two, three. This bond will go there. Yes or no? This bond will go here. This will go here. And after that, what it will form? I have drawn it in chair form just to know the stereochemistry. Nothing else. This bond. This bond is shifted, it will go there. So basically, this bond will not be there, right? So we have reached till here, right? And this bond will come here. And this is your newly formed bond. Let me use different color for that. It is not getting erased. This bond is formed new. Yes or no? So one thing is clear from here that these are going to be your trans. Yes or no? Because after that also there is one six-membered ring. So basically it is your trans-decaline type system we can call. So this on hitting, I should use this reversible arrow. This on hitting will form. So if you look at structure number A and structure number B, are are they mirror images of each other? Yes or no? If you keep mirror here, right? They are mirror images of each other. So that's why they were saying the following die-in racemizes. Why? Because on on undergoing in heating condition, it is going 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement, whose product is mirror image of reactant. Therefore, it is racemizing. More clearly, here I have shown the mechanism. So basically, this system is viable for 3,3 sigma tropic shift. It will form. I have shown it why this stereochemistry comes. If you draw in chair form, you will get to know. And this after this 3,3 sigma tropic shift, this has been forming. And if you look at both the structure, they are mirror images of each other. Yes. And they have also shown that chair-like transition state. You can see. I hope you all have understood. So this is your problem number 3. Among the following dyes, the one that undergoes a degenerate cope rearrangement. Before solving this question, I hope you all know what is your cope rearrangement. If you get system like this, a basic system I am telling you for cope rearrangement. Okay, one, two, three, one, two, three. So this system is your substrate for your cope rearrangement because all the atoms are carbon only, right? So they are asking what. So next question arises: what is your degenerate cope rearrangement? Degenerate means whenever. Let me write here. Whenever after 3,3 rearrangement, whenever after 3,3 rearrangement, your product is similar to your reactant. That is known as your degenerate coprearrangement. Right? So basically in this question, you have to draw their rearranged product. If they are matching with their starting, that is degenerate. If not, that is not degenerate. So this question is basically about that. So first two question let me solve for you, and other two please you try by yourself. So if we look at this question, one, two, three, one, two, three. Yes or no? This will go there, this will go there, and this will go here, right? So you will get this is like a system like this. One thing that I have done wrong is this bond will not be there. Yes or no? Apart from this, for your sake of understanding, I am drawing it like this. Yes, this double bond will come here. This they have already made a bond, and this double bond will come here, right? So basically, after reaction, it has been formed like this or not? And this is also a substrate for your 3,3. Let's draw for this also. Correct? This bond will go there. This will come here. Yes or no? One thing is clear. From B we are getting this. Basically, starting material is not a starting material and product are not similar. Therefore, one thing is clear: B is not a degenerate coprierine. Either option A is yes or no. So here is your answer. When you are treating A, we are getting similar compound, right? So A is your degenerate co-prearrangement or no? Yes, it is. In A and B, sorry, in B and C, as I have told you, from this we are getting this product. These are not similar at all, and similarly C, because C on 3,3 sigma trophic will look like this. So basically, these are starting material and product of each other, right? So they are not degenerate. And in option number D, from this we are getting this. So again, this is not degenerate. So the one that undergoes a degenerate co-prearrangement is your option number A. So correct option for this is option number A. I hope you all now differentiate between them. Okay. Okay. Wait. Hint for this question is the, the major product obtained on treating a mixture of 1 and 2 in a strongly acidic solution of H2SO4 is. They are saying if they heat this mixture in a strongly acidic solution, what will happen? So before solving this question, one thing you should know that, let me tell you. Actually, this is example of your higher order sigma tropic rearrangement. Yes or no? So let me take system number one. I hope I have drawn it correct. So in acidic medium, what will happen? These will get protonated. Nitrogen will carry positive charge here. Yes or no? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically here 5 sigma tropic rearrangement is going to happen. Okay. So how can you draw it? Just we can go from there. Let me number from this pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this bond will go here. This bond will go here. This will go here. And you will get like this. Okay. So let me draw it step in a stepwise manner. I hope you all have understood till this point. It is in positive charge form, right? To this carbon, what it will attach? Let me shift it actually. Now this carbon is connected to here, right? Okay. Again it will form like this, and this time it is here. At last, hydrogen from both the sides will be eliminated. Negative charge will go there, and aromaticity will be back. Yes or no? So in total you will get this. NH2, NH2. So after sigma tropic rearrangement of this, what do we call it, diazine? This can undergo 5 sigma tropic rearrangement to afford this diamine. Yes or no? But question was not this. They are asking the major product when we are treating this mixture. In other words, they are asking whether the reaction will be intramolecular or intermolecular. So its correct answer is A. Why? Because take home message from this slide is sigma tropic rearrangement, or we can call it 5 sigma tropic rearrangement, is taking place intramolecularly. There is no chance for intermolecular reaction, right? So correct answer is your option number A. This product This you can draw at your home. Just draw its 5 sigmatropic rearrangement, and you will get this structure in same manner, right? So let's go ahead. You have to tell me the product of reaction. First, you should know whether it is a Claisen or Co. Then just draw the product. Take 1 minute pause and then solve. So if we number this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One of the atom is your oxygen. It means it is, this means it is Claisen rearrangement. Claisen rearrangement. Now we have to just draw the product. So if we consider this will go there. Have I drawn it correctly or wrong? Obviously, this is not correct because if you see, this bond is connected to this metacarbon, right? Metacarbon to this methyl. Now, to which this membered ring carbon is connected to this phenyl ring, right? At next carbon, that exo olefin is there. So, you have to draw like this. And at last, tautomerism takes place in order to gain aromaticity back. So, which is your correct option? Option number A is your correct answer. Yes or no? So, simple question from 3 sigma tropic rearrangement. So, next question for today's session is predict the condition A and the structure of major product B in the following sequence. Can I write this diene like this? Basically, I am drawing it in S-cissoid form, right? It is clearly visible that it is ELK, both way around. Now they are asking about condition that can give you, so it is clearly visible that it is electrocyclic ring closing reaction. Yes or no? Now they these substituents are opposite, right? In starting material, these are oppositely facing. Yes or no? But in product they are cis. This means this rotation has taken place, right? So if you remember, in if foreign system is there, this rotation is taking place. It means which orbiter, which wave function is there, matlab, which condition is there, heating or photochemical. If you know, under heating condition, if you recall, under heating condition, psi 2 is your home, right? That will be this, and this have to go under cone rotation, right? But in presence of light, psi 3 is your home. In that, and orbital signs are same, which will undergo disk rotation. So basically here h mu there should be h mu. So option you can easily eliminate option number C, option number D. Yes or no? First question is done. After getting this cyclobutene, okay, leave it that. We know this is your reagent for ozonolysis, right? So this will break from here. Keep the stereochemistry of other groups same. Yes or no? No. Basically, this is going to be same. Now it is correct. Now in next step, what is given your Wittig salt, right? So basically, this is going to form your double bond. Obviously, it will be E. This elide is your stabilized elide or unstabilized elide. If I draw it correctly, let me draw it right hand side. Because we know very well that there are two types of elide. If that carbanion is stable, then it is known as stabilized elide, and if it is not, then it is your unstabilized elide. Stabilized elide gives E product and unstabilized gives Z alkene. So this you should know. Let me draw it correctly so that we can arrive at exact stereo. Yes or no? I have to draw this one also correctly, but you can imagine it like in this way. Okay. Now it is clearly visible that it is substrate for your sigma tropic rearrangement. So how many membered ring will form? No member ring. It's just a open structure. Yes or no? Now you have to tell the fate of your CO2. Whether they will be outward or inward. This you can get to know from your chair structure. So let me draw chair for you. So the best way to figure out stereochemistry of cope and Claisen is draw them in chair form. Just simply draw a chair, right? So if you look at this, these are cis. Your methyl are cis, right? After that, there is double bond, there is double. Yes or no? Now, in that double bond, you should know that in starting, this bond is not. Another thing to note from here is both your CO2 ET are E. Why? Because I have told you this is Wittig, so stabilize it elide, it will be E. So one of your axial equatorial bond of the cyclohexane is here and one is here. If you draw it in axial side, right, it will be Z, but we have to draw its E form, right? So it will be this. And for drawing its E form, you have to draw CO2 there. So in product, one is your, so the correct product is A or B. Fast students. First, you have to draw their 3 sigma tropic product. Then we can talk about this. E is your CO2 ET group, right? And we have to erase this bond. Sorry for this. Let me redraw. This methyl is here. Basically, this is your Z, and this is your EF. Yes or no? So, which product is correct? I think there is some mistake in options, or we are doing any mistake. So basically, first ozonolysis reaction. Yes, we have drawn it correctly. Then we have made it Wittig salt. See, we have to check option. This is your final answer. Okay, so go with that. I have to check options. So your next question for today's session is write the forward synthesis using pericyclic reaction. So basically, in this question, what you have to do is there are two steps involved. One of the step is a pericyclic reaction. Another key thing to notice here is that you have to figure out which other fragment you can couple or you can use in order to get this product. So, how to start these type of problems? First, you should know how many carbons are needed extra carbons are needed to get this product, right? So if you look at this, the key difference between this and this is in terms of carbon I'm telling, okay? Two carbons are extra, right? So how to approach this type of question? If you attended sir's lecture, you got to know that you got to know citral formation, right? How they were. I'm just giving an example. We will get back to this question again. So, students, in this, what first condensation reaction takes place? So, basically, COH, O, correct? Now, condensation, one more water molecule will leave, and at last you will get, yes or no? After that, it is clearly visible that this is your system for sigmatropic rearrangement. This new bond has been formed. This has been shifted here, right? I think I have. Okay, we have missed one carbon. This oxygen double bond, and then this should be single, and then this single bond. Okay, so basically this will come here. Okay, now we are going good. Correct? Yes or no? Now if you look at this, sorry students for this. Let me redraw for you. Now it is correct. Sorry for that confusion. So now if you look at this, one first condensation reaction takes place. After that, what? Collision or cope? After that, collision rearrangement has taken place, and at last, cope rearrangement is going to take place, right? I am drawing it here. This question is quite hard. You just have to think by taking help of the citral formation, right? So this is your final product. One double bond is also missing. That is, I think, this one. Yes. So take home message from this is, uh, if you want to introduce this methylene type system from this allylic alcohol, you can do condensation reaction followed by your collision or coke, whatever possible. So, taking help from this, let's consider to condensate this molecule with some aldehyde. Now, the point is which aldehyde to choose. So, since there are two carbon extra in the product, yes or no? So, let's say we are going to condense this starting material with acetaldehyde, correct? OCOH, and this is your CH3, right? And after condensation it will be like, let me erase this part. Hello GS, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
uh, Mail was sent to you all or not for class? Because no one has joined today's class, so I'm thinking if it has been sent or not.
No, ma'am. You have to continue with the class and recorded video we have.
Okay,
You
okay,
have to submit your recorded video.
okay, okay. So basically, after getting this alcohol, first condensation reaction will take place, okay? And one more thing to notice here is that there is nothing to do with this 1,3 dicarbon, right? Because only change is in only change that is taking place is in this fragment, right? So let me redraw it. So now you are clear now that this system has become viable for your 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement, right? So upon 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement, obviously heating condition is needed here. This bond is going to connect to this carbon, this bond, right? You have to join 3 3. and here there if I show bone rotation, it will be going here, and this one bond is going to break. Yes or no? And at last you will get this product. Shall I explain again this from starting?
Sorry, ma'am. I'm working at NPTEL. I'm here to take an count of like students.
Okay. So now we are going to discuss some killotropic reactions. So before solving problems based on this killotropic reaction, first you should know what are actually killotropic reactions. They can also be classified as pericyclic cycloaddition reaction. If I take example, let's say you have your butadiene and one molecule of your SO2, right? And on 4 plus 2 cycloaddition, 4 electrons of this pi bond and 2 of your sulfur, right? This will form system like this, yes or no? Now, if we draw its retro-Diels-Alder reaction, this bond will be going from here, this is going from here. When? So, it is written over here that when two sigma bonds are made or broken to the same atom in the rearrangement. So, if you see, one atom is breaking from here and one is forming to that same sulfur atom, right? That is your killotropic reaction. These are also reversible and belongs to cyclic transition state. These reaction includes extrusion of some stable molecules such as SO2, CO2, CO. Moreover, these reactions are involved in increasing the entropy of the reaction, right? So these are some example of your killotropic reactions. So in first case, how many electrons are involved? Two electrons of pi bond and two of your this carbene unit. So basically, this is also an example for your killotropic reactions. Two sigma bonds are formed on this carbon in the product. So if you are going to draw its retro killotropic. So one sigma bond is going to break from this carbon and one electron is going from here and one electron is coming. So that was mentioned here where two sigma bonds are made or broken to the same atom, right? In another case, there is extrusion of N2. We know that N2 are very stable species, and they will try to remove from this molecule in order to increase the entropy of the system. And after at last example is given of SO2. Now for stereo purpose, let's see the molecular interaction. Let's say we have diene, right? And if we draw molecular wave functions, since this is having 4 electrons, I'm just drawing end orbitals. From here you will get to know how the stereo is coming. So there are 4 wave functions: psi1, psi2, psi3 and psi4. They are going to be in same phase, different. Okay. So 4 electrons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know that 4 plus 2 reactions generally takes place under heating condition. Yes or no? But killotropic reactions like this can occur in photochemical condition also. That part we will discuss later. For now, if heating condition is there, psi 2 is your home and your LUMO is your psi 3. So if we discuss here, they are taking, in first case they are taking HOMO of your SO2 molecule, right? So LUMO will be psi 3 in heating condition. So if it means end orbital sign is going to be same. So having constructive overlap between these orbitals, or we can say that to have this interaction in suprafacial manner, you have to align like this. And to make this bond, how you are going to make this bond attached, how you are going to rotate it in this rotatory fashion, right? So just to make that sigma bond. On cone rotation, they will go other way around. So here, this rotation is needed. And if we take another way, we take LUMO of our SO2 and HOMO of this system. HOMO will be psi 2. That is not feasible here. Okay. So from here, you can tell that if 4 plus 2 is taking place under heating condition, it will undergo disrotation. I am talking this with respect to cycloaddition of diene and your SO2. And if this 4 plus 2 is taking place in presence of light, it will undergo cone rotation. Why? Because in cone rotation, your LUMO will be in heating condition. One electron will excite to psi 3 level. So then LUMO is your lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. In that case, your LUMO will be psi 4. So to for having constructive interference, now we have to do cone rotation. For example, here in when we do this rotation, these can be in constructive overlap. These new sigma bonds can be formed in constructive way, right? So on basis of this theory part, let's solve first problem based on kiltropic reaction. In the following reaction, the major product one is, this is your starting material, or we can say that here we have to draw its retro 4 plus 2. How? You just have to move this bond, right? So what you will get, a diene and your SO2 molecule. Now question arises, in what form we have to do, or basically whether the terminal alkenes will be E or Z. So right now I have told you, whenever there is 4 plus 2 reaction taking place between your diene and heating condition is there, it will undergo this rotation, right? Since these bonds are cis to each other in your starting material, on this rotation they will be trans. So basically they are going to be in opposite direction. Therefore, this reaction, and if we do nomenclature, this is our E alkene, this is our E alkene, right? So correct answer is option number A. How I have approached this question? First, we have to draw its retro 4 plus 2 product, right? Because heating condition is there. Whenever kilotropic reactions are taking place in 4 plus 2 manner, they will undergo disrotation. In starting material, your methyl groups are cis to each other. On rotation, they will be trans in your product. That's why I have drawn it in this way, with extrusion of stable molecule like SO2. These are entropy favorable reactions, therefore they are they are giving this product. On basis of that, I have put some problems here. So let's solve them one by one. This is your homework, as this is similar to question I have discussed earlier. Now, what can you think about this reaction? Heating is given, no possibility of electrocyclic or your sigmatropic rearrangement. Two components are given. It means there is some possibility of cycloaddition reaction. It is clearly visible that it is your 4 pi system. It is your 2 pi system, right? So first 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction will take place. I am just drawing it in this way. Correct? One bond will come here. And new bond is going to form with your this propionate. Methyl, we can call it methyl propionate. Why? One, two, three carbons are there, na? So, and O, methyl propionate, CO2M. Correct? After that, this is your intermediate one. After that, they are saying on heating, that is, they are getting C8H8O2. So one thing is clear that in final product, SO2 is not there. So obviously, kilotropic reaction has taken place. Okay. So how it is going to take place? This bond will shift here. This bond will go there. This bond will come here. And you will get with removal of your SO2. Yes or no? And if you count the carbon number, 6 in this aromatic chain, 7, 8. C8H8O2. So our molecular formula is matching with our product. Yes or no? So this reaction is example of your 4 plus 2 followed by retro 4 plus 2. First is your basically Diels-Alder reaction, and this one is your kilotropic reaction. Why this is your Diels-Alder? Because here diene and dienophile are taking part in reaction, while in other case there is diene and your SO2 molecule. Now in third question, how you are going to approach this question? They are saying first CO molecule is leaving, right? It means retro 4 plus 2 reaction is taking place, right? So if we draw its retro, this bond is going to come here, this will go there, wait, let me redraw it. This bond is going to go there and this is going to come here, right? So if we draw with extrusion of your CO molecule, you can draw this part as it is, right? Let me redraw it. Sorry for this. And you will get system like this. And here also these benzene rings are fused, right? And in next case again your Diels-Alder reaction is going to take place in 4 plus 2 manner. then CO2 molecule will leave. If you draw its product, basically you can keep that CO group at bridgehead position. One double bond will come here, and apart from this CO, all the carbons are attached to phenyl units. And on doing 4 plus 2 reaction, again with removal of CO, you are going to get your benzene ring having all the pH group attached to them. So in this case, your one is this. Yes or no? So in case 4, your final product is a benzene ring having all the carbon attached to phenyl. First is your homework. This question is again example of your kilotropic reactions, but here your diene part is your benzyne, right? So in paper they can ask for first they can ask you to make this benzyne. Okay. Let's say here Br is given and here fluorine is given and you are given magnesium. So first where it will insert, where the carbon halogen bond is weaker, right? So obviously it will insert between C and Br, and it will form your magnesium bromide. And here carbon ion will form. In that way they can ask you to make benzyne first, right? And after that they will undergo 4 plus. So pericyclic reaction questions always come with combined organic. Pericyclic combined with your intermediate intermediate carbene nitrene benzene. So at first you will get this product, sulfur attached to two oxygens, right? And after that removal of SO2 will take place and you will get benzene. Not benzene, we can call it naphthalene. Yes or no? So this is all for today's problem solving session. So in conclusion, today we have discussed question based on higher order cycloaddition reaction, that is 5,5 sigma tropic rearrangement, and we have seen how we have to draw diene in chair form in order to get stereochemistry of Cope and Clayton rearrangement, and after that at last we have seen some examples of kilotropic reaction in which there is extrusion of these stable molecules. So thank you students.